Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of En-Syte. I am your host, Steven. Oh, it feels good. It feels good. I'm actually in a really, really good mood today. It's actually not bad. I had myself a great day, and I didn't do jack bit of anything. But yeah, today is a really, really good day, and it's fun and everything and that and all that extra good stuff. But it is good to see all of your lovely faces. Well, not to your face, but your lovely names popping up and things of that good nature. It's very, very nice. Very, very nice to see you all. You know, welcome, all in one and all. Welcome. I'm just gonna I'm just clicking like names. I'm not even like paying attention to like most of what it is. I'm inviting people. Here we go with this mess again. Okay, so I'm hoping that everything is good. I'm hoping everything is kosher. I really hope it is. Boom. You know, just over here doing simple stuff. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? All in all, one and all. How you doing? Oh man, good afternoon, everybody. Hey Alicia. Hey Heather. How you all doing? Welcome. All welcome. I'm sorry. I'm having a good day, but I'm still a little bit tired. Because normally I have something to talk about in the early portions of the show. Like I normally talk about something, but I absolutely have nothing to talk about in the early portion of the show. So right now I'm just waiting on people to come in. For anyone who is just now coming in, welcome. This is for Facebook. It is episode 118. Yeah, YouTube. I've been doing this for a hot minute. So whatever amount of videos, I think I got like maybe 30 something videos on YouTube, but I have 118, at least roughly about 118 on Facebook. Yeah. You think about that. You really think about that. That's a lot. That is a lot of episodes, like for real. Like you really think about that. Like it's 118 episodes. I literally do this once a week, except for like if I'm out of town or busy or something of that nature, or if it's a holiday and I think like, not many people are gonna watch. I'll wait till. But think about it: 118 weeks of me doing this. 118 weeks, and I've been doing this for over a year, and it's still surprising to me. Like full on surprising me that I'm still continuing this trek of life of doing this show, and it's just unbelievable each time that I type in the episode number. Literally each time I type it in, it is just a completely unbelievable feeling. Like for real, it is like a completely unbelievable feeling. And it is just like seriously, like it's, how can I put it? It's like I don't know. I don't even know how to put it. But it's like, right now, sorry, the topic, I'm waiting on people to come in. So I'm filling in time. I normally fill in, what up, Dre? I normally fill in like the first 5 minutes of random talking, but I had absolutely nothing to talk about in the beginning stages. So I'm just talking about how far the show has come and blah, 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 blah. Right now we're going to be talking about The Other Side. Now, what I mean about The Other Side, I don't mean about like that song by JD. I'm not saying his name because I don't know how things feel about that in terms of YouTube and the copyright thing and everything like that. I know it's like with music and everything, but that one song by artist, I'm gonna just fuck it. I don't care. By the one song, Jason Derulo. Not talking about that other side. I'm talking about in most cases in a relationship or even in friendships in some cases that though people are close, they never see the others. They never see that person's perspective of things. You always got that one person who sees both sides, but then you have that one person who's only fixated on their side only. They're only fixated on their side and not wonder about like, well, I wonder how do they see it? Why do they see it this way? They never think about that. That's one part that they never actually begin to even think about, period, is why does this particular person that I'm either with, friends with, cool with, whatever the case may be, see it in this different spectrum? Now, my thing is this. If you absolutely do see it in a different way than someone else, and you try to explain it to them, and you try to explain it to them, and they're not listening to it, they're always saying, okay, but no. Here's the thing. Whenever you say but, that means you really don't really care about what's being said. You really, really don't care about what's being said. You only care about your side of it. You only care about your perspective of it, your view of it, which is wrong. Dre says, I believe we all have some of that in certain ships. Yeah, we do. Whether the fact that it's friendship, relationship, whatever the case, whatever ship you sailing on, some of that will be there. Unless you know for 100% fact that this is how this is, you can't dismiss somebody else's perspective or view of things. You can't dismiss someone's perspective view of things because you only want to see it your way. That's not right. That's really, really not right. You have to see it in other spectrums. You got to see it in other ways. Heather says, no, it's not wrong. That's my opinion, not yours. I understand that's your opinion. No, I get the fact. Everyone is entitled to your opinion. You are entitled to your opinion. I'm not saying that that person is right versus this person being wrong or vice versa. But the thing is, are you really seeing it from this other person's perspective? Are you really listening and understanding where this person is coming from? Are you so fixated on the fact of your side that you are actually just saying like, yeah, I understand that, but just to get them to stop talking? Because some people just say, yeah, I understand, but no, you don't understand. Because if you say but, you really don't understand. That means you either just don't understand or you really don't give a shit, which I say is wrong. That's what I say is wrong. The fact that you're not taking that opinion into some form of consideration. I'm not saying that you have to agree with the opinion. I'm not saying that the opinion is right or the opinion is the right way to go. I'm just saying, like, if you're listening, listen to understand. Don't just listen just to have somebody flap their gums. You're listening to understand. That's what it is. Got it. What's up, man? Got it. You are listening to someone for understanding. You're listening to someone to understand where they're coming from, why they see it this way, and see if there's a possible way to either converge the two or see which one is better. That's what that is. It says, I listen to their side, but it's not their business to change my mind on something. No, it's not. No, I'm not talking about like to change your mind. It's not in any way, shape, or form to change your mind. That's what it's not for. It's basically to have that general understanding of from both sides. Not just yours, but also theirs. Not saying you have to go with theirs, not saying that you have to change your mind. But the thing is, are you really listening to a person's side and understanding that person's side? Because I just said, when you say but, you really don't care. You don't really care when you say, I listen to the side, but okay, you listen to my side, but what? What's wrong with listening to my side? And you say like it's not their business to change. It's not their business to change your mind on something. No, it's not. No one can change your mind on something unless they absolutely convince you to. Not here to do that. No one's here to do that. But see, I just said that. But is it really that big of a deal for someone to say something and to actually think to understand where they're coming from? Is that a big deal? That's something that I want to know. That is absolutely something that I want to know. Is it really a big deal to actually listen to someone from their side? Okay, yeah, you say no, you don't think it's a big deal. There are people out there who really don't listen to the other side. They don't listen to their significant other. or they don't listen to their close friend, or whatever the case may be, when it comes down to an opinion that they may have about something, because they're so fixated. People have such fixations on things that is almost tunnel vision, if not tunnel vision. If not tunnel vision, is damn near, because they are so laser focused on the fact of one thing that that's all that they see, regardless of who tells them what. Regardless of what. So, in the end, I'm just saying that, is it really that big of a deal? Is it really, really that big of a thing that, is it really that big of a thing to not understand where someone is coming from? Is it? It says, because if you're just not going to see eye to eye on something, is it worth it to continue the conversation if you're not interested in it? Not for me. I have plenty of other things to talk about. No, I'm not saying I continuously go back and forth about it. I'm not talking about that. No. I don't say no one likes fight. I'm not a fighter either. I don't like fighting. I'm not talking about, but I'm not talking about going back and forth. I'm just talking about actually considering what the person is saying, actually listening to what they're saying and understanding it. And you can always say, well, we'll just agree to disagree. You can always end it that way if it's to the point of like, yeah, we both see a completely different way. Then you don't understand my topic. Okay. All right. So how could I put this in? Okay, since I'm having a hard time, since it's basically the way I'm explaining it is not fully there. How could I say it? When you and someone are talking about a similar situation, and you are addressing it you're addressing it from your point of view, and they're addressing it from their point of view. You understand their point of view, but they're not understanding yours. Yes, you can understand someone's point, but not agreeing with it. I get that. But I'm talking about when they don't even try to understand it. There we go. Maybe that's the way of putting it. When they don't try to understand your side of it. When they're so fixated on theirs that they do not try to understand yours. There we go. I can go with that. I can so go with that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, my phone went off, and I know I'm normally not supposed to do that, but it just went off. I said, because if you're agreeing to disagree, then why continuously talk about it? No, that's it. That's it. When you agree to disagree, you leave it alone, leave it be. That's it. Done. You completely leave it be, and it's completely done when you agree to disagree. But I'm not talking about like, okay, I don't see it this way, I don't see it this way. When the other person doesn't that is what I mean. When the other person does not even consider the side that you're saying or consider anything at all, when they don't want to understand it. They don't want to, but they want you to understand theirs. That's what I'm getting at. That is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm trying to get into. That's just what that is. Dre says, right. It's like someone is over talking you when you're trying to say something like what they think is right and your opinion doesn't count. Exactly. That is what I'm talking about. So when it comes down to something like that, of course, you're not going to argue. If you don't want to argue, you're not going to argue. You're just going to leave it alone. But these people do exist, and it's hard to actually get something out. It really, really is. It's hard to actually address something out to do something about it. And that's just what it is. And that's the key point of it. But the hard part is when you're talking to somebody, they're not trying to understand what you're saying. They're not trying to understand where you're coming from. Oh, and Heather says, "Oh, I see." Then I just walk away because then clearly my thoughts, I can't read. My thoughts aren't valued by the other person. Yeah, and that's what it's not supposed to be. You're not supposed to have, you're not supposed to feel unvalued by the thoughts of your by your significant other, your friends, or whatever the case may be. You're not supposed to have that feeling. That's not what it's supposed to be. Um, and that's just what that is. That's what's wrong with that, like for real. I'm not even gonna say nothing, but I'm gonna leave it alone, and I'm gonna just say something. I'm gonna just leave it be. I'm gonna leave it be. I'm gonna leave it be. But I'm not, Dre. Just let you know, I'm not. Something completely different. So, um, like I was saying, when it comes down to that, when it really, really does come down to that, and when you feel like though your thoughts aren't valued, your thoughts um, aren't even considered. Yeah, you just want to walk away, but then that person gets upset at you walking away. I'm like, I'm walking away because you're not considering my thoughts, but you want me to consider yours. See, that's what I'm talking about. Things go both ways in terms of things like this, and that's what people say, but they rarely do. Especially when it comes down to the thoughts and opinions of themselves, because sometimes their thoughts are they just so fixated on their own thoughts that they don't care about anyone else's. And that's what's wrong with a lot of friendships, a lot of relationships, and in some cases, some marriages. All because, excuse me, I'm sorry, all because due to the fact of simple communication and simple understanding is not being brought forth from both sides. It's the other side that doesn't do it. One side is, but the other side is not. Hey, Cassandra. And that's what's wrong with that. Everyone within the relationship, in the companionship, needs to understand that this is the case. This is the point. This is what it's about. All you need to do is understand each other. That is pretty much it. You have to understand each other to know where each other are coming from. And that way that gives you a better understanding of each other, which basically will lead up to a happier, more developed relationship and or marriage. And that's where things work together the most. When you actually have a complete understanding of each other, things tend to go together better. Things actually meld together better. Things actually form and just build naturally and better. And that's how it's supposed to be. But without that simple understanding from each other's perspective, I hate my mic. From each other's perspective, that's what's going to throw it off. That's what it's going to do. And when that gets thrown off, the foundation of building a relationship is not going to be stable. It's not going to be built just off the simple fact that communication and understanding is not really going to be the thing. And that only leads to the downfall of a relationship. Yeah, you have the other aspects that are good, but without communication, without the understanding, that's basically what this is about. And this is one part of it. This is another part of communication and understanding, is actually taking the person's opinions into consideration and actually understanding where they're coming from and why they see it this way. If they see it a specific way, that means they see things differently than you do. And that is not something bad. Yes, it may not be always right, but it's not bad. They just see things from a different point of view. That's why when most people come up with ideas and stuff like that, it's more than just one person, because, hey, you wonder like why this certain thing don't work. Here comes someone else to tell you, hey, it's not working, maybe because of this. Now, I'm gonna use that as an example. I'm not even gonna drink my water right now. You're creating something. You're trying to develop something or create something or invent something that's going to better the world or better something or just make or improve something. And it's not working. You've done everything that you can think of, everything you can, and it's not working. Someone comes up and tells you like, well, hey, maybe it's not working because of this. Now they said maybe it's not working because of this, because they don't know fully what you're doing, but they have an idea. So they say like, maybe it's not working because of this. Just maybe. And if you be like, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. And you keep on trying things and trying things and trying things, and it still is not working. Then all of a sudden that person comes to you again like, hey, maybe if you do try this, it might just work. Just give it a shot. They be like, no, I don't think that's the case. I'm going to keep on doing it this way and this way. And they keep on and keep on and keep on doing it. And they finally hit that brick wall that they have no other ideas. They don't know what else to do. And the person comes to them one last time and say like, hey, I'm just trying my best to help you out. Listen, if you do it this way, there's a good chance it might just work. And then that person asks, okay, tell me why or how this would work. And they're like, listen, you have this, and this, put this together, put this with this, blah, 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 blah. And now it works. Now it works. Far better than the original idea was even thought of. All because someone else seen something from a different perspective and a different point of view. And now you have something that you've made that is far greater than you thought it would be, and now is vastly grown across the globe. Everything is about understanding and actually considering something that someone says. If you actually open up your ears and listen and be like, okay, you let me know, how is this the best way? We are willing to try it to see if it's the best way. If it's not, okay, back to the drawing board. You're going to have your failures. You're going to have your mistakes. You're going to have things like that. But as long as you keep trying and actually listen to other people who are seeing things from a different perspective, you are going to succeed. It may not be right away, but you're going to succeed. Keep that in mind. Success does not happen overnight. Just like successful relationship or marriage doesn't happen overnight. It's something that takes work, communication, and understanding. All of this is across the same spectrum, the same guideline of everything. Whether the fact that you're inventing something new or meeting someone new. Understand, communicate, build. Work with whomever it is that you are working with and listen to what they have to say and understand what they are saying. And if you don't understand it, ask them, well, why do you see it this way? Let them explain as to why you see it this way. Think about it before you just automatically just push it off to the side. Think about it. Understand it. Then, if you feel as though it won't work, or if you tried it and you say, like, well, I tried it that way, it didn't quite work the way that it was intended to. Understandable. Find a different way. Make it work. But don't shut it down before you actually have a chance. Don't shut it down before you actually have a chance to see if it works. Plain and simple. That's what that is. Now, the thing is, when it really, really comes down to it, that can make or break a relationship. It really, really can. It honestly can. Everybody thinks relationships end because of financial problems, infidelity. Nah. Sometimes lack of communication and lack of understanding can be just as big as lack of communication and lack of understanding can be just as big of a cause of a relationship or marriage ending as much as someone cheating on you. That there beeth the case, that there you have to understand. Um, and you got to get that. You have to understand that. You have to understand it. You have to get as to why things like that end. You have to get as to why things like that happen. If you don't talk it out, if you don't be about it, it's not going to work. It's never going to work. If you're always in this one mode where you don't try to understand the other person. Do not try to, if you don't try to understand the other person, you are never going to succeed in any relationship or any ship, friendship, companionship, relationship, situationship. I don't care. You don't have no understanding. You just bound to fail. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm cool with it. I've learned to understand that not every day I'm going to have like 7 to 8 people watching at one time and 50 comments. I know it's not going to happen every week. Every week is different. You know, trust me. That's one thing about doing a show. You're going to have days like this. When you're going to have days like this where not a lot of people are going to be watching, not a lot of people are going to comment, nothing like that. And I'm okay with that. The simple fact is it's not going to stop me from doing what I'm doing. It's not. It's not going to stop me from doing this. Now, I will understand if I'm having video issues, if I'm having audio issues, then yeah, I'll stop the video and try and see what's wrong with it and hopefully start it back up again. But no one has said anything about my video quality, nor have they said anything about my audio quality. This is what your ass is doing, not supposed to. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is what I do. Like, man, this between this work and bowling, them the only 3 things I got. Them the only 3 things I have physically do that I actually do on a consistent, committed basis. These are 3: work, bowling, and this show are the 3 things that I'm committed to right now. You know what? I just thought of a next episode. Hold on. Give me a second. I got to write this down. But good. Okay, because I was told something, but I'm not gonna talk about it right now, but I'm just gonna save that for the next episode. And that's gonna be a doozy. I'm gonna promote the mess out of this one. I'm gonna promote the mess out of the next episode. Normally I don't. I normally like used to put up a little post and stuff like that, but this time I'm gonna promote the heck out of this next episode because this thought just came to my head. But yeah, when it boils down to it, understanding is key. Communication is key in terms of this particular thing. And that's just what it is. No, I just had an idea. When I just said like these 3 things I'm committed to, there's something that I remember was being talked about. And I didn't think about it until I just said that just now. And I just wrote it down so I won't forget. So that's what I do now. Whenever I get an idea from a show, from anything that I'm saying while doing a show, I write it down. And I just keep it until I do the next episode. I scratch out whichever one I've done so I don't get nothing mixed up. Matter of fact, let me scratch out this one right now because this was an idea from last week. So I'm gonna just do that one next week, but I'm gonna promote the mess out of that one because I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a big one. I have a feeling that one's gonna be a big one. So I'm gonna try my best to be as prepared for that as possible, and hopefully you do this. Oh yeah, if you yeah, like I said, if you don't understand or communicate, your ship is over. Yeah, you're gonna be stuck in the middle of the ocean like you got the coronavirus. Uh, no offense to anyone who may have suffered or died from the current coronavirus situation going on. Really hope no one takes that the wrong way. I do apologize. I'm pretty sure there's worse jokes out there about it. Trust and believe me. Um, but yeah, basically that's wow. I didn't think that this particular topic would be this short, but I'm guessing that it is. And yeah, I really have nothing else to add on about this. So unfortunately, I have to go ahead and end this episode. This is a short one. This was a short one. Didn't think it would, but I'm pretty sure the next one will make up for it. Next one will fully make up for it. Man, you ain't the only one. You are not the only one. I am ready for it too. Hello, hey, okay. ET's in. How you doing? Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to En-Syte. Yeah, I'm ready for Cabo too. Trust and believe me, I'm ready for Cabo. I like been ready since like last year. Okay. Since they okay. But yeah, I'm ready for Cabo too, bro. So and everything of that nature. I can't wait for it. It's lovely. Um, I honestly cannot wait. So if anybody is interested, sorry, YouTube, this is for Facebook only. I do apologize. But if anybody who is watching right now on Facebook, if you are interested in going to Cabo, let me know. Oh, most definitely. We most definitely got to do a lot of stuff to get it right. You know, we are like doing good and everything of that nature, and I can't wait. But yeah, for those of you just coming in, yeah, you did kind of miss the episode, more likely. Yeah, this was basically about not understanding the opinions of your partner. Like basically, when your partner talks about something, you have a different perspective of it, but they don't listen to your perspective or try to understand it. That's basically what this episode was about. Uh, 12 rooms booked. All right, we getting there, man. Oh, I can't wait. But yeah, that's what this particular episode was about. I know I'm normally an hour in. I normally do the show for an hour, and I'm only 33 minutes in. I'm only 33 minutes in, which is, you know, less time than. Okay, I think my neighbor's fire detector is going off because now I hear it, and I don't like the fact that that sound is in my recording, and I know it's in my recording because if I can hear it, these mics can definitely pick it up too. Yeah, if you feel the need to rewatch it, go ahead, track back. Like we could talk about it right now if you want to. I still got a whole 27 minutes. We got a whole 27 minutes. Like seriously. Like I'm not trying to like get done this early, but hey. But that's the thing about the whole communication thing in terms of listening to someone's opinions that no one really actually people who know that they struggle with it, I don't know if they really try to fix it or if it's just force a habit. Like, do you by habit actually like say things or not listen to that person because habit tells you like, oh no, I ain't gonna listen to him. 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 Like that kind of thing, you know? Like, is that really the thing? So that's just one thing that I'm actually thinking about. Is everything like that. Like when you struggle with it, do you really try to fix it or you know? I just be hard for me to separate my feelings from the opinions sometimes. Oh no, there's nothing that. It's not about separating your feelings from your opinions. You can have your opinions, and that's the fact of your opinions is what you feel strongly about. It's what you feel. That's the thing about your opinions. You feel this way about them. So it's not about you needing to separate your feelings from your opinions. It's the fact that when your opinions are addressed, or your perspective on something different is addressed, is your significant other actually seeing it from that point of view? That is what I'm saying. Dre said they don't. They don't. That's just them until it's too late. Yeah, true. That's true. So I mean, I'm sorry again for the beeping in the background. That is my next door neighbor's alarm or smoke detector. So someone must be cooking and they don't know how to cook, or either that or they don't know how to crack a damn window. So yeah, there's gonna be some infernal beeping in the background, and I don't like that it's in my recording. So yeah. So we just got to deal with the beeping in this thing right now, and that's just what I don't like. It's not what I like. I don't like it, not one bit. Okay, it stopped again, thankfully. Thank God it stopped. But yeah. Um I was about to say something and I completely forgot because of that damn beeping. But forget it. Hey Brittany, how you doing? But yeah, when you have to communicate, you really, really do. You really, really, really do need to communicate and actually understand it. Hey, Mika, when it comes down to not communicating, not understanding the other person's perspective or opinions of something, it's just bound to. It's just that relationship just bound to fail. It is just really, really bound to fail, and that is just not what's up. Like seriously, it is not. And really, that causes way more harm than good. And that actually doesn't help much at all. Period. Like, period. So I don't know why people have the tendency to do certain things certain ways, and it just messes it all up. Like for real, it does. Um, so hopefully people actually begin to understand that, actually learn from it, and everything of that nature. So people just need to understand that. That's really what it is. It's all about understanding. Really, I can't keep saying it. I can't say it really too much enough. So hopefully it's a good understanding and everything of that good nature. Sorry. All right. But yeah, that's what that is. I'm sorry. I had to do something real quick on the computer because it was doing crazy stuff. And yeah. But I think I'm good on that front. So I put that there, put that back there. And yeah, okay, cool. So basically, when it comes down to that communication and all that stuff, when it comes down to listening to your significant other's opinion, it's what really matters. That's what that is. That's what this whole thing is about. So when you have a discussion or a talk with your significant other about something, whether it be big or small, major or minor, whatever the case may be, actually listen to their opinion, and hopefully they listen to yours as well. Take them both into consideration, and hopefully they take yours into consideration as well, and see what the best possible route is of doing it. That is what's going to be the biggest difference between the fact that your relationship will grow and stay strong, or if it's going to wilter off and possibly end. That's something that has to be understood. That's something that you have to go with. Regardless of how you feel, you are expressing your feelings in a way about your opinions because this is what you feel. This is how you feel. And let's try and keep it that way. All right. With that being said, like I said, going to Cabo in November. So, like I said, Facebook, if you are interested, please let me know. And I'm telling you, serious people only. We ain't got time to BS. We doing this. We trying to do things right. We doing things big, major. We celebrating birthdays, life, and all that stuff in between. So if you want to come kick it with us in the beautiful country of Mexico and over in Cabo San Luque, Mexico, you can come with us. As long as you bring a fun, positive, drama-free attitude. If you can bring that forth, trust and believe. Trust and believe. We will welcome you. We will welcome you with the open arms of everything. It's a group of us. We have 12 rooms already booked. 12 rooms booked. With more to go. So if you're interested, let me know. Because trust and believe me, it's going to be good to have a little bit of fun. It's going to be in November. I'm not even going to say when it is. I'm not going to give you all the details. I'm going to wait for you to message me to let me know if you're interested in the details. But with that, I really have nothing else I can really say about this topic in particular anymore. I'm about to go ahead and head up out of here. You all have yourselves a lovely night. Remember, as always, stay insightful. Peace.